The Blade Woman is revealed as the Heavenly Demon. She started the war that drowned factions in blood. Later, a dying red-clad woman whispers, "Brother, be happy." Another woman screams for the main character to return. His spirit accepts this ruined life as fate. But before that, blood trails stain a prison. A sword woman demands one answer from her captive. He realizes she is the Sword Supreme's legendary disciple. She once sliced through hundreds of demonic humans effortlessly. Now she grabs him, hunting the survivor's location. He knows, but destroyed vocal cords keep him silent. A cursed heart binds the secrets inside his chest. Then she notices his tears were never tears. A wounded woman smiles weakly, then collapses. He once betrayed his orthodox clan for demons. After defeat, he became a tortured war prisoner. Dying, he wonders whether anyone would believe he was framed. He tries writing the truth, but darkness takes him. Earlier, elders discuss strange changes in the runaway boy. His skills exploded, even defeating his prodigy sister. Meanwhile, the servant girl wakes from a slaughter nightmare. The young master finds a love-struck rival blocking her. He senses politics. Someone wants him weak. Then the rival grabs the servant girl's arm. The main character's eyes glow red, accepting the duel. The battered prisoner gasps, tense and barely able to speak from fear. Who would have known? Begins the internal monologue as things escalate. Wee Soul Ah is revealed as the legendary disciple of the Sword Supreme. Was someone so powerful really standing right here in front of him? Flashback. Wee Soul Ah decimates a horde with slashing sword strikes everywhere. Divine Blade Wee Soul Ah. The legend is real, and she's terrifying. Even the ground shatters from Wee Soul Ah's overwhelming swordsmanship. The Divine Blade's energy floods the battlefield, confirming her dominance. Grabbing a battered prisoner, Wee Soul Ah demands, "I'm sure you know." The injured prisoner thinks, "I do know, but I can't speak. My vocal cords are destroyed." Wee Soul Ah warns him, "Last chance." She realizes, devastated, "I see. You're not crying." She smiles weakly, but her body is fatally wounded and she collapses. He was born into a legendary orthodox clan of martial artists. He suffered all this, and then finally, his life ended. He wonders if Wee Soul Ah would believe he was framed for betrayal. As he tries to write a message, his final strength leaves, darkness closing in. The woman in red reaches out, exhausted. Ji Yu Yangchun looks on with pain. Ji Yu Yangchun reflects that all his regrets, big and small, made up his life. She nervously asks the figure, "Is it you?" Wee Soul Ah breaks down, shouting Ji Yu Yangchun's name, begging for him to return. Ji Yu Yangchun's spirit says, "Even this life," showing he's come to accept his fate. He wonders if someone is crying over him, confusion in the rain. His eyes show deep pain, exhaustion, and a lingering sadness. A cheerful girl offers food, smiling, "Do you want potato?" Brightening his memory, a young Ji Yu Yangchun seems shocked and confused by the kindness he receives. From above, the crowd is oblivious as the potato scene unfolds in the market. The brutal memory hits his heart exploded from the punishment, leaving him lifeless. But suddenly, Ji Yu Yangchun realizes his heart is pounding normally, as if he never died. This feels like a dream. He's reliving his youth, but something's off. As she offers him a potato, he racks his brain for what he said back then. Someone crushes the potato underfoot, making Wee Soul Ah panic and Ji Yu Yangchun furious, yelling at them. Wee Soul Ah is anxious and thinks Ji Yu Yangchun hates potatoes. The potato is burning hot. Ji Yu Yangchun yells ouch, questioning why it feels so real. Moyan scolds Ji Yu Yangchun for disappearing and expresses relief at finding him. Ji Yu Yangchun internally remembers this as his loyal bodyguard Moyan. Still suffering from the hot potato, Ji Yu Yangchun pants while Wee Soul Ah looks at him shyly. Ji Yu Yangchun offers the last honey cookie to Wee Soul Ah, making her ask in disbelief. She excitedly marvels at the potato's sparkle and sweet smell. The grandfather and Wee Soul Ah embrace, relieved she's safe. Grandfather checks if Wee Soul Ah was hurt, suspicious she might have caused trouble. The grandfather hurriedly drags Wee Soul Ah away, demanding to fix her mess. Ji Yu Yangchun responds warmly, saying he's grateful and not offended at all. Ji Yu Yangchun bows, saying he just got hungry and truly enjoyed the potato. Wee Soul Ah gleefully shouts her approval, ready for the gift. Ji Yu Yangchun begs the elder to wait, offering himself if anyone is angry. The old man quietly observes as Ji Yu Yangchun laughs off more potatoes. Wee Soul Ah and her grandfather bow and wave farewell with pure gratitude. Ji Yu Yangchun thinks to himself, suspicious about the elder's dramatic reaction. He was also one of the legendary 3 Supremes. This Sword Supreme is none other than Wee Hyogun. Wee Soul Ah, smiling bright, waves with a basket full of potatoes. Ji Yu Yangchun agrees, saying, "Yes, let's go back." Ji Yu Yangchun worries, "Why isn't it ending? Shouldn't I have already woken up?" Ji Yu Yangchun approaches, drawing attention as the clan head's arrival excites the crowd. Everyone gathers with anticipation since the clan head is about to arrive. Ji Yu Yangchun and another ask suspiciously what Yunseo is planning. Ji Yu Yangchun admits fault and promises to apologize to the clan head later. Yunseo explodes onto the scene, showing off her insane flame sword power. Yunseo looks furious, thinking she's really about to lose her temper with him. A suspenseful close-up of a horse's eye, someone important is approaching. The crowd falls silent, tension rising as all eyes turn to the powerful patriarch astride his horse. The family's fate hangs in the balance, with tempers, secrets, and old rivalries threatening to explode at any moment. The third child, sweating nervously, bows before the terrifying patriarch's unwavering gaze, heart pounding with anxiety. The patriarch asks for available sword units and receives reports without hesitation, delegating orders efficiently and calmly. The minister explains the first sword unit is resting while the fourth is ready for any further command. The main character feels the patriarch's gaze, burdening, powerful, and painfully familiar, a constant shadow cast over his life. The patriarch's footsteps resound through the hall, each step a reminder to everyone, he's in charge here, always. The patriarch singles out his third child, coolly ordering him to meet privately after the meal, shocking the siblings. The third child and his siblings react nervously, glancing at each other, unsure what the patriarch's unexpected order means. The splendid banquet hall radiates unease and expectation. Even a simple bowl of rice feels unbearably heavy in the silence. The father addresses his second child directly, drawing everyone's attention. The father praises her, calling her advanced and encouraging continued hard work. But her smile turns into a deadly glare, and he instantly regrets his thought. Yangchun awkwardly admits he only left briefly for something important. The father stands up without explanation, preparing to leave the awkward meal. The servant informs Yangchun the clan head will see him tomorrow instead, surprising him. He realizes he's not dreaming. Could this be the legendary regression everyone whispers about? He checks his hand, still unsure if this new reality is real. With a determined fist, he's battling his own doubts and hopes. Maybe, just maybe, this is his chance to do something different. He thinks, if I change the past, I could kill the heavenly demon first. But then reality hits. Heavenly demon destroyed everyone, even the most powerful, in seconds. He's haunted by memories of his past life as a damned demonic human. But all those regrets, his messed up past, actually opened his eyes in big ways. He decides Wei Soul Ah will defeat the heavenly demon. He just wants a peaceful life now. Ji-Yu Yangchun plans his first step toward changing fate and breaking old patterns. Ji-Yu Yangchun laughs nervously at his power, surprised by what he can do now. Despite his low power, Ji-Yu Yangchun knows there's still hope for improvement. He sits engulfed in mystical flames, practicing the legendary Ji-Yu flame wheel art. If Ji-Yu Yangchun masters 7-star, he'll become a walking inferno, flames cloaking his entire body. I'm just a mere 1-star compared to everyone else here. I need to gather energy fast and become a 2-star. I push my limits, forcing energy to swirl inside my core. Using internal energy is brutal, my body is on the edge. Still, I did it. I finally made some real progress. I've leveled up. I'm an early stage 2-star now. Time to celebrate. Let's go. Step by step, not wasting any more time. My whole body aches like a truck hit me. I'll visit the clan head this afternoon, but first, and look who's here. Wei Soul Ah says hi again, all smiles. This journey is just beginning, and every step forward counts toward my brighter future. The crack in space intensifies, pulsing with wild, otherworldly light and energy. One day, monsters poured out from the crack, through empty space, spreading chaos everywhere. Every single martial sect absolutely needed their own sword unit to survive. I was the clan's troublemaker kid, stuck obeying Ji-Yu He-Bai's every command. That was when I formally met Wei Soul Ah. My story really began. Wei Soul Ah drops to her knees in front of me, catching me outside my door. She clings to my leg, desperate not to let me go. Wei Soul Ah flashes a shy smile, introducing herself as if it's our first time. Wei Moon storms in, scolding Wei Soul Ah for grabbing the young master. I stand there, totally lost, while Wei Moon awkwardly bows to me, too. Wei Soul Ah nervously introduces herself, saying she'll help her grandfather from now on. Yangchun is shocked someone is being ordered to serve him. He can't believe it. He realizes if the clan head gives orders, he has no say. Yangchun feels doomed by fate, awkwardly asks to be called by his real name. Cleaning begins. Someone is sweeping the floor with real effort and a broom. The elderly servant is content, smiling peacefully as he continues sweeping the yard. Soul Ah struggles with a huge stack of laundry. She's seriously overdoing it. Soul Ah trips on a rock and goes flying, laundry and all, into total chaos. Soul Ah starts sniffling on the ground while the entire crew sweats nervously. How can she be so bad at chores? Yangchun thinks, watching in disbelief. Yangchun is baffled that someone with martial talent can be this clumsy. Rubbing his head, Yangchun clearly can't handle the chaos Soul Ah brings. Yangchun tells Soul Ah to finish her chores, but she refuses to leave him. Soul Ah says, I was told to follow you wherever you go. Soul Ah loudly yells, Grandpa, and Yangchun reluctantly gives up arguing. Yangchun realizes Soul Ah is officially his personal servant now. Soul Ah beams with confidence, while Yangchun suspects nobody else wanted the job. Yangchun laments about how his servant was chosen so randomly. Soul Ah proudly finishes her tasks. He prepares himself, remembering his father summoned him to his room today. Confused, Ji-Yu Yangchun questions what's really happening with all these changes. Wei Soul Ah rushes after him, calling out, Young master. Wait, Yangchun tells Soul Ah to stay and learn the basics before following him. Yangchun and Soul Ah share an awkward moment. Both seem nervous but sincere. Soul Ah looks disappointed as Yangchun leaves her behind. Yangchun pokes his head back in, calling out to Soul Ah with a hey. He promises her a special treat if she gives her best, surprising her. Wei Moon glances kindly at Soul Ah, seeing her cheerful determination to succeed. Yangchun plans to ask about Wei Soul Ah and Wei Hyogun after listening. Get inside. Okay? Yangchun tries to play it cool but fails. He internally panics, saying, crap, in front of the clan head is a nightmare. The patriarch asks if Yangchun has met the new servants. He nervously confirms. Yangchun thanks his father for the new servant, but is clearly suspicious. Yangchun realizes his father might know everything and questions Hyogun's involvement. Shocked, Yangchun panics. The Unified Dragon Assembly? Moyan asks if Yangchun hates the Unified Dragon Assembly that much. He admits the sword units are essential, keeping the gates of the demon realm sealed. Yangchun doubles down, insisting death is better than attending this ceremony. Elder Li is notorious. If Yangchun runs, he'll get beaten again. Yangchun cringes, realizing who will enforce the rules this time. Elder Li punishes Yangchun, but is also dedicated, always taking time to teach him, despite Yangchun's efforts to avoid him. His friend asks about departure. Yangchun says they'll leave once everyone is ready. Suspicious, Yangchun wonders if Sol-Ah caused some kind of trouble again. Yangchun is shocked, clearly caught off guard by Sol-Ah's cuteness. Flustered, Yangchun tries to act cool but admits Sol-Ah is honestly very pretty. Yangchun's face turns red with embarrassment and frustration at the situation. Yangchun confirms the assembly is at Heavenly Exchange, Shaanxi's busiest shopping street. The journey will take 4 hours. Yangchun is exhausted and craves sleep. Yangchun tries explaining his sleep loss while Sol-Ah randomly talks about eating horses. Yangchun stuffs food in Sol-Ah's mouth to finally make her stop rambling. Sol-Ah has an intense dream about cookies, interrupted as someone calls for the young master. Peeking outside, Yangchun looks sleepy and confused about arriving so soon. With night falling, the group arrives in a bustling city filled with festival lights and crowds. Yangchun is shocked at the crowd, while Sol-Ah's nose leads her towards delicious festival food. An elder greets Yangchun, welcoming him after his long, tiring journey. Chun Yishil offers to guide Yangchun to his room after a smooth first day. He nervously wonders if he'll encounter his intimidating sister tonight, but that worry grows larger as they walk through the halls together. Miss Ji-Yu glares fiercely at Yangchun, frustration obvious and intense. Yangchun tries to sound reassuring, promising to be quiet as a mouse. Sol-Ah nervously clings to Yangchun, clearly picking up on the family tension. Ji-Yu Yunseo sighs, clearly frustrated by her brother's behavior again. She accuses Yangchun of repeating his old bad habits and not changing. Yangchun, confused, asks what she's talking about in front of everyone. Yunseo glares, insisting she thought Yangchun had changed, but he hasn't. Yangchun's group is left puzzled, wondering what set Yunseo off this time. Yangchun asks if they can make a stop before heading out. Yangchun mentally notes how much effort and money went into this festival arena. Tomorrow, there will be intense duels to decide new sword unit members. Yangchun is relieved that, as Bloodline, he does not have to participate. He figures he'll just quietly watch and stay out of trouble this time. But a sinister shadow appears behind Yangchun, hinting that trouble is near. The Elder unleashes a massive, fiery attack, looking wild and dangerous. The Elder grins at Yangchun and playfully asks what's wrong. The Elder teases Yangchun for talking back, making Yangchun feel a little sick. The Elder glares at Sol-Ah, disturbed by her bizarre food thoughts. Sol-Ah, overwhelmed, keeps repeating, 10. Dies, as her eyes fill with tears. The Elder jokes about Sol-Ah being Yangchun's concubine, catching him off guard. The Elder laughs it off as boring, accepting Yangchun's explanation about Sol-Ah. The Elder reminds Yangchun about the assembly tomorrow, urging him to get sleep. Sol-Ah urges Yangchun to hurry away, fearing the Elder might eat them. Sol-Ah jokes about the bear grandpa strangling before eating. Yangchun isn't amused. The Elder suspiciously observes Yangchun, thinking something is odd about him. The Elder senses there's something special and different about Yangchun. The day of the Unified Dragon Assembly arrives. Everyone's ready for the big event. Sword unit status is important, but Sol-Ah seems nervous about something else. Yangchun jokes their bodyguard could defeat Bear Grandpa, and Sol-Ah is amazed. Sol-Ah dramatically thinks it's the day she dies, but Yangchun insists it's all a joke. Sol-Ah says ghosts look prettier if they die with full stomachs, especially after dumplings. Yangchun is relieved as Sol-Ah's attention shifts and she drools at the dumpling stall. Another character praises Yangchun for treating Servant Wei well, and Yangchun is surprised. The bodyguard points out Yangchun buys Sol-Ah food, even if she's clueless about being a servant. Bodyguard admits Yangchun proves rumors wrong, but Yangchun insists he's still learning and it's just dumplings. I realize he got assigned right before I regressed, what luck. Suddenly, someone yells, "Miss," and I'm startled out of my thoughts. A young guy scolds a girl, saying she's wandering into danger. The girl brushes it off and says he's worrying too much about her. She insists nothing bad can happen at the Unified Dragon Assembly. Wait, I recognize that voice. It's giving me deja vu right now. The kid is paranoid. He worries she could run into the GU air. That really sounded like a red flag, honestly a little creepy. Both groups finally spot each other, and the tension is through the roof. We get a long shot. Yep, we're heading directly toward them now. Moyan whispers, "Young master, look at their faces, they look horrified. Black hair, beady eyes, there's no mistaking the girl's appearance. That ring is the symbol of the Hebei Peng clan, legendary swordsman. That's her. The girl standing in front of me is my former fiancé. The GU clan is equally prestigious and had a child my age. I was set to become the heir if nothing went wrong. Rumors about my bad behavior made things worse and ruined the alliance. I fire back, that's my line. Why are you here? I respond, yeah, sorry, I forgot. We good now? The Peng clan girl is left wordless and frustrated as the conversation ends. Yangchun insults a girl, calling her just a concubine's daughter. The girl snaps and grabs Yangchun by his collar, furious. Looking menacing, she asks Yangchun what he just said to her. Yangchun laughs nervously, taunting, "I'm not wrong, am I?" She endured horrible rumors about Yangchun for her clan's sake. Yangchun gets slammed violently to the floor, totally overpowered. Outside, someone sighs that nothing's changed, observing Yangchun's endless drama. She thinks to herself, something feels a little different about him today. She doubts her instincts, blaming his mood, convinced his growth is impossible. But then she hesitates, wondering if maybe he is really changing. She admits to herself just maybe, he's really growing up now. An elder tries to calm everyone, saying the problem won't be solved by shouting. But a man explodes, shouting that he doesn't have time, panicking about getting caught. The man is cornered at a desk by intimidating officials, tension thick in the air. Yangchun, Sola, and their friend hide, learning anyone can join if they prove their identity. An official steps in and firmly tells the challenger to stop right now. One elder explodes, screaming, "What do you think you're doing?" The elders refuse angrily, but the challenger insists his skills should count. Wanting no drama, one decides to leave but worries about the challenger left behind. The challenger argues his skill is proof enough, but elders call it a bigger problem. Onlookers are stunned, realizing the consequences of the challenger's bold move. Whispered realization sweeps the crowd: this is the Peng clan's actual young clan head. Meanwhile, Wei Sola happily ignores drama, focused on dumplings instead. Yangchun cheerfully roasts a sweet potato by a fire, warming himself. Sola is shocked, hitting Yangchun on the head mid-explanation. Yangchun proudly declares using it to make his fire stronger. Yangchun solemnly repeats, "Successor," troubled by the heavy expectation. Yangchun laughs, insisting she's not even close, but suddenly looks skyward, burdened. Yangchun is shocked at how simple the answer is. Yangchun's sister is furious, complaining he's been gone for 4 months. His sister can't believe Yangchun traveled so ridiculously far away. The elder tries to calm him, but Yangchun yells he doesn't have time and mentions the Dark Knight Blade. An elder decides Yangchun must be legit if he knows about the Dark Knight Blade. The competitors all join hands, setting the mood for serious introductions. Peng Wujin dramatically announces he's the Peng clan's successor and greets the GU elder. Everyone agrees. Wujin looks exactly like his father and has the Peng build. Wujin admits he's bored. Life in the Peng clan just isn't fun. Laughing, Wujin confesses he ran away from home without permission. The elder bursts out laughing, calling it stupid, and highlights Wujin's runaway act. Yangchun's friends tease him about being the little idiot, but Yangchun tries to brush it off. The group realizes the guy causing trouble is definitely from the Peng clan. Oof, that confidence is short-lived. Wujin gets smashed right in the face. Wujin tries to stop her rampage, begging her to listen for 1 second. He pleads for mercy but gets a brutal smack before he can finish. Someone finally steps in. "That's enough. You're gonna kill him." But Wujin's sister isn't done yet. The Peng clan promises to compensate for the trouble caused and prepares to leave. Wujin jokes that he wasn't entertained, and Peng's sister scolds him for being beaten up. Wujin, looking serious, asks if it looks like he's joking about his words. Peng's sister is caught off guard by Wujin's intense response. Wujin says he wants fun before being clan head. His only escape is losing everything. A GU clan member questions if letting Wujin join is wise, feeling uneasy. Grandmaster GU laughs and proposes just 10 moves to decide the winner. GU sets the rules: if Wujin can touch him within 10 moves, Wujin wins. Grandmaster GU laughs as Wujin struggles, showing he isn't even worried. Wujin tries to press on but falters. Grandmaster GU delivers an overwhelming punch. Wujin may have pushed his luck way too soon. Yunseo, the proud and powerful flame sword, strikes a confident pose. Suddenly, chaos erupts as the second elder lands a devastating blow. The elder launches his opponent sky high with an explosive attack. With a dramatic breath, the elder coolly declares his victory. The elder shrugs it off, claims he went easy and it's all friendly. If the Peng clan comes for answers, the elder wants zero responsibility. The match was just to stop further trouble, better sparring than chaos. Sola excitedly reenacts Bear Grandpa beating someone up, honest and dramatic. Sola cheers, claiming she liked Bear Grandpa from the beginning, to his delight. Bear Grandpa reveals Yangchun must participate in an exhibition match next. Yangchun debates, remembering if he even used a sword in his past life. The GU flame wheel arts work with many weapons, but excel with sword or fists. Yangchun decides fists work best for him, even if others find that odd. Yunseo shrugs off weapon choice, ready for battle as Yangchun braces himself. Yunseo confirms enthusiastically, "Yeah, it's an opportunity." Yangchun mutters under his breath, blaming the elder for this setup. Yangchun realizes the elder is just trying to make things funny for everyone. The elder singles out Yangchun, calling his name with a serious look. Yunseo asks Yangchun straight up, "Are you really planning to lose out there?" Yangchun thinks hard. This is his only shot at a new life, he can't waste it. But he's still stuck in the spotlight, facing a match he never wanted. With rage, Yunseo bluntly declares, "I despise you to death." Yunseo glares fiercely, determined to put her brother in his place. Yunseo descends from above, striking with intensity, while Yangchun barely dodges. Yangchun reveals he survives by reacting half a step earlier than Yunseo. He admits he only knows how to dodge and nothing else. Yangchun taunts, saying her obvious swings make dodging too easy, though he's sweating, shocked by her murderous intent. Would you be able to understand? She thinks, eyes burning with pain as Yangchun is startled by her sword set aflame. Yangchun realizes she's coated her sword with martial energy. Now this duel is becoming seriously dangerous and unpredictable. Yunseo screams, blaming Yangchun for always running away from every conflict and never truly facing their family's troubles. She chases him relentlessly, declaring if he's going to remain worthless, then he might as well just vanish forever. With piercing rage, Yunseo screams, "You should just disappear," her emotional pain raw and naked with every word she spits. Yunseo's flaming blade slashes furiously toward Yangchun, all her bottled-up anger now released through the fire of her attacks. Yunseo hesitates, fear finally flickering across her face for the first time as her rage falters for just a moment. With glowing, menacing eyes, Yangchun's presence shifts dramatically, his voice suddenly chilling as he asks, "What did you say?" Yangchun's grip tightens on her sword, the power swirling within him making the air itself tremble around the two siblings. In that silence, the fate of their bond hangs precariously. Will rage or forgiveness decide what happens next between them tonight? At 20, she led the GU clan's sword unit. Everybody respected and admired her talent. But honestly, I never hated GU Yangchun for that. Not at first. We were half siblings, but his mom treated me kindly, so I liked them both. One day, out of nowhere, my sister just vanished. That decision started a downward spiral that affected all of us. After that, GU Yangchun became cold, lashing out at everyone. Rumors spread about GU Yangchun mistreating maids, making his reputation worse. Ignoring all my hard work and my incredible sister, I started to resent GU Yangchun. No, I loathed him. Soul Awe panics, realizing something is horribly wrong with this duel. Yunseo launches herself at Yangchun. Someone yells, "This is dangerous." Spectator is left speechless and just says, "Wow," watching the clash. Two girls compare themselves to GU Yunseo, amazed by her talent. Observers can't hear the fighters, barriers block sound from reaching them. It's revealed the second elder used internal energy to mute the match. A guy clarifies, "No, not her, I meant the one dodging blows." A silent look, one sibling doubts, the other smirks, rivalry is clear. Yangchun frantically thinks, "I need to dodge," during the intense duel. Yangchun calmly says he understands her pain, even in the middle of the fight. He tells Yunseo it's okay to hate him, he's used to it. While Yunseo rages, Yangchun admits her anger is valid and promises to understand her. Yangchun demands Yunseo understand his reasons for what he's doing too. Yangchun clashes with Yunseo, their powers colliding in a burst of flames. Yangchun wins the fight, but the real battle was about understanding and acceptance. The crowd can't believe it. GU Yangchun is the winner. Yangchun sits alone, exhausted, muttering about how things got out of hand. He never planned to win. Even a small use of his power knocked her out. Yangchun sits in the shadows, completely drained after the intense duel. Rumors fly that the scoundrel Yangchun beat a prodigy. The crowd is stunned. They agree it's time to leave before the second elder finds them again. Yangchun shrugs off the injury, but Soul Awe insists she wants to help. Suddenly, Wujin interrupts with a big grin. He doesn't want Yangchun getting hurt either. Everyone's friendship shine. Yangchun asks why Wujin is here. Wujin insists on being friends, preferring to be called Brother Peng from now on. Wujin claims he's super close to Wibby but admits he's not entirely sure what she thinks of him. The girl turns back to Yangchun, pausing, and asks if there was anything else he wanted to say to her. Yangchun admits he called her names in the past, and says he deserved that punishment back then. Yangchun looks down and suddenly discovers a plaque in his hand with the character Peng written on it. Yangchun pauses in the gate, his eyes full of lingering thoughts and memories laid into the tranquil night. Yangchun can't help but smile at Soul Awe's childlike optimism, finding himself unexpectedly comforted by her belief. Yangchun reflects. He never remembers sparring, much less beating his sister before. He decides he needs to move quick. Events are spiraling faster than expected. Muyan assures the young master, no changes, the demon charm will glow if there's danger. With the charm blazing, Muyan orders the guards to prepare for a demon realm attack. Even as he's scolded for risking himself, Yangchun stays determined, he'll listen later. Everyone freezes in shock as a terrifying green demon gate materializes on the road. The group spots a glowing green portal opening in the forest at night. Someone explains green portals are low danger, but still tricky to handle. He tightly grasps a green stone. Demonic stones are key to defeating monsters. But Yangchun's energy drains fast. His GU flame wheel arts are tough to maintain. Yangchun's ally slices in, defending him heroically from the demon wolf's jaws. The scene ends with Yangchun humbled as his unstoppable ally stands between him and danger. Yangchun is surprised how fast Soul Awe defeated the monsters. Soul Awe explains there weren't many monsters and they were low level. Soul Awe worries about Yangchun risking himself, fearing he might get hurt. Yangchun's hand begins glowing ominously. He tries to brush it off. Suddenly, Yangchun collapses, clutching his arm as purple energy swirls around him. Realization hits Yangchun. He's using the heavenly demon's art without control. A mysterious, battered man appears and demands Yangchun explain why he did this. One final survivor tries to speak, struggling to say, "Sect," while panic erupts and someone screams, "Sect leader." The lone remaining survivor cowers as the villain steps closer, admitting this gave him only shallow satisfaction. Cruelly, the villain commands the last survivor to raise your head as a chilling grin creeps across his face. Elsewhere, Yangchun sees his arm ignite with mystical flame wheel art, staring in shock at the magic engulfing his body. Yangchun realizes the flame wheel art isn't purifying demonic energy, it's actually consuming it, something he's never seen before. Gathering around, everyone asks Yangchun if he's alright. He tries to play it off, blaming his wounds on sparring. Soul-Ah fusses over Yangchun, poking his cheeks and asking if he's really alright after the incident. Yangchun insists he only needs sleep and refuses to visit the apothecary, eager to avoid more attention. He turns his attention to a demonic stone, feeling satisfied that the energy was completely absorbed into himself. The day's events weigh heavily on Yangchun's mind, but he knows he can't let doubt slow down his journey. He remembers his friend's concern, steeling himself to face future dangers and deepen his mastery over his powers. Destiny calls, as Yangchun pushes onward, knowing monstrous foes and unknown mysteries still lie beyond the horizon. Soul-Ah's eyes turn into stars. She's completely obsessed with honey cookies. Moyan gets suspicious, asking why the young master is even here at the market. Moyan offers to help, but Soul-Ah throws a mini tantrum, feeling left out. The young master tells Soul-Ah she can't help right now, to her disappointment. Moyan and the young master get curious. What could be hiding in this dark alley? In classic bribe mode, the young master promises Soul-Ah 10 honey cookies if she just goes home. Soul-Ah happily demands dumplings as part of her reward. Yangchun agrees confidently, sealing the dumpling deal with a handshake. Soul-Ah smirks with satisfaction, glad to get her way. The group walks down the street with determination, heading for a hidden goal. A foreboding, run-down building stands out, clearly filled with trouble. Moyan admits the building feels dangerous. Yangchun compliments his intuition. The pair step boldly inside the dark, mysterious building. The thugs debate out loud. Should they attack, or even kill these intruders? The thugs warn, this isn't a peaceful town, questioning why Yangchun came here. Yangchun's ally gets furious, but Yangchun asks them to back down calmly. The thug repeats, mocking Yangchun's demand for the regional manager. The lead thug laughs, totally underestimating Yangchun's resolve and calm. One thug gets shocked as Yangchun's defense and skills completely catch him off guard. One thug is terrified, sweat dripping as a sword is held to his neck, certain he's next if things get worse. He knows Yangchun is the heir of the GU clan and expects a powerful bodyguard, heightening his desperation and fear. The regional manager wants to talk immediately. The leader freaks out, thinking his superior already heard about their mess. The thug leader anxiously asks what the regional manager said next, dreading the response but needing to know more. Yangchun is about to order Muyan to attack, but someone interrupts abruptly with, "Hey, kiddo." Yangchun grumbles at the delay, tells Muyan to relax before he meets the manager, feeling slightly impatient. The Beggars sect is famous for information gathering but avoids anything illegal, making them unique among the factions. Yangchun reveals his request is problematic, so he needs a more unorthodox group to get the answers he seeks. The Hao sect is top tier for unorthodox information, and that's where Yangchun heads, ready for anything. Yangchun arrives at the Hao sect, prepared for some truly shady business that only they can handle. Du Wenshu, the Shaanxi branch leader, apologizes and introduces himself politely. Yangchun declines the apology and goes straight to business about his commission. Du Wenshu questions why Yangchun came to their small, unorthodox group instead of the Beggar sect. Yangchun insists only the Hao sect can handle this unique commission. Du Wenshu replies the Hao sect can't refuse, as long as the price is right. Du Wenshu apologizes and refuses the job, retracting his earlier acceptance. Tension explodes as a sword is drawn, sparks literally flying. Talks have escalated fast. A determined swordswoman blocks attacks, surprised by their aggressive response. The leader asks, "Can you verify the truth of your info?" Yangchun threatens to take his secrets to the Beggar sect instead. The leader says, 3 months, and Yangchun agrees with a nod. The Hao sect leader sits, silent and frustrated, stewing over the tense negotiation. Overhead view, 2 conspirators sit in secrecy, plotting their next bold move. Bitter realization. This secret must run deep, connected to the GU clan head. The undercover leader says it just felt stuffy, and no one is watching anymore. A single word appears, "Father." This prisoner is someone's dad. 2 red-cloaked figures emerge from a building, returning to the busy street. The younger one sighs in relief, finally feeling safe after all the tension. Our main character is relieved. His risky information gamble actually worked out. What I know now will change everything about this investigation. The Hao sect leader was captured by the Dark Knight Palace for 5 years, which caused a war. The Muram alliance attacked, ending the battle, but the Hao sect leader died. However, I have no clue where the Dark Knight Palace is hidden. Honestly, I was lucky that my info even worked at all. It's only thanks to meeting the Hao sect's Shaanxi branch leader. The boy I'm after joined the demonic cult's leadership at a crazy young age. Even Soul-Ah struggled with his tactics. Dude is terrifying. If I don't stop him, demonic cult wins. Yeah, guess I'll only catch that guy in the summer. Feeling kinda helpless now. Forget the treasure. The spiritual pills stored inside that chamber are my real target. Zub Hyuk and the secret chamber are both huge problems I need to handle. There's no way I'm finding a hidden chamber in Sichuan. Let's just get some cookies and go home. He yells, "I'll make you happier," like he's proposing marriage or announcing free pizza. Wait, did a solution just show up right at my feet? He laughs, blaming Yangchun for trouble and calling the other elder, the Root. Gu Ryan tries to play innocent, saying he's only helping his disguise as a servant. The elder doubts Gu Ryan just came for Yangchun but questions his true motives. The boy's martial arts have drastically improved, even defeating his prodigy sister. Sipping his tea, the old master wonders what's truly special about that child. Soul-Ah is startled and confused by a question she didn't expect. Soul-Ah joyfully introduces herself and wants everyone's attention for her story. In her dream, Soul-Ah hurt a lot of people against her will. Soul-Ah faces someone with anger and shouts, "You," in frustration. With trembling eyes closed, Soul-Ah apologizes, haunted by guilt and sorrow. Soul-Ah arrived in the courtyard early, only to find a love-struck guy waiting. The boy promises Soul-Ah happiness, but she only wants to be with the young master. The young master spots what's happening and instantly freaks out, looking furious. After that, everything takes a wild turn. The new guy just blushes hard and gets judged by the young master for it. He finally introduces himself as Gu Jalayop and formally requests a spar. Gu Jalayop tries to provoke Yangchun, calling him scared, but Yangchun fully owns it. Yangchun admits he made mistakes fighting his sister, not wanting more trouble. Jalayop respectfully greets the second elder, revealing he's well known in the clan. The second elder asks Jalayop if he wants to fight Yangchun, teasing Yangchun's motives. Yangchun wonders if this is a direct order from the first elder. Now Yangchun suspects Jalayop's challenge is meant to crush his confidence again. Yangchun says he won't fight because it's obvious he'd lose the battle. As Yangchun leaves, someone grabs Soul-Ah's arm, shouting for them to hold up. Jalayop promises Soul-Ah better treatment if she leaves Yangchun for him. Suddenly, Yangchun's eyes glow red as he warns Jalayop to let go and accept the challenge. An elder tries to comfort Yangchun, telling him not to worry. The elder refuses, taunting Yangchun about his status as the future clan head. Yangchun thinks to himself that he's already given up on being clan head. The challenge is set. Yangchun gets his favor only if he wins the duel. Yangchun's opponent asks if he's ready to begin. Yangchun gives a cocky response, pretending to feel somewhat prepared. The opponent apologizes, then admits he went overboard in last year's duel, leaving Yangchun bedridden. Jalayop admits he heard Yangchun won once, but calls it luck. Power surges as Jalayop's grip tightens, preparing for something huge. Jalayop unleashes a fiery attack, determined Yangchun should NT ever become head. Jalayop boldly states he wants a reward too if he wins their duel. Soul-Ah panics, startled by Jalayop's unexpected demand in front of everyone. The elder roars with laughter and signals the start of their high-stakes duel. Yangchun thinks he's got more strength, speed, and energy than his rival. Yangchun confirms to himself that his opponent has run out of inner energy. Yangchun says, "Yes, come," and readies for his opponent's lunge. Yangchun taunts him, "Good move, but you're too slow." Yangchun gets blasted back across the arena, his confidence shattered instantly. Jalayop flexes, making sure Yangchun won't call this an unfair sneak attack. Yangchun apologizes for underestimating Jalayop, but seems ready to quit. Yangchun thinks to himself, he needs to wrap this up fast, before time runs out. Yangchun reviews his tactics. Normal energy use isn't enough against someone this strong. He needs to reinforce his body, but worries about energy backlash if he pushes too far. Studying Jalayop's sword style, Yangchun realizes the key is friction between sword and sheath. If Yangchun watches for that move, he might have an opening. Jalayop comes at Yangchun in a blaze, unleashing a fiery arc across the stage. Yangchun realizes Jalayop's moves are fluid, relentless. This guy trains like a beast. Yangchun clutches his heart, struggling with the burning energy swirling inside him. Suddenly, Yangchun lands a crushing palm strike right to Jalayop's chest. The impact cracks with power, heat and force exploding out from the hit. Jalayop staggers back, stunned as the energy erupts across the arena. Jalayop realizes, in the split second Yangchun unleashed all his heat, he completely reversed the momentum. Yangchun's explosive move is enough to actually end the fight instantly. Jalayop collapses, unable to recover from the overwhelming energy Yangchun unleashed in that last desperate moment. The fight ends with Yangchun the unlikely victor, having sacrificed nearly everything for this hard-fought triumph.